Hello Pokemoshpitbeta, my name is Jacob from the channel MrNintendoFanMan, and today I have an overused matchup versus the TheMrShadowBlaze. Both of our links will be in the description, so feel free to check us out, that would be wonderful. And looking at his team to start off, his Hydreigon is the biggest threat to my team, hands down. It can take off every single one of my Pokemon with a super effective move. If it's choiced, I can work my way around it. If it's not choiced, it's going to be a big threat. Although, if it's not Scarfed, my Scrafty can actually outspeed it because I am a Scarf Scrafty with Jolly Nature, Max Speed, and then I have Moxie, so I can get a sweep going. But this Swampert was kind of a big threat to my Scrafty, so I have to switch up to my Heatran because that's the only thing I really have to take it on because I do have the Hidden Power Grass. And if he wants to go for an Earthquake, I have the Air Balloon, so I'll immune to that. He actually just opts to go for the superpower because that's super effective on Scrafty, and that does a huge chunk, which is looking like to me he's banded, because I do live that quite nicely because I have max HP and a bold nature, and I believe I am the max defense variant of my Heatran. I have 3 or 4 different Heatrans that I use, so that's kind of crazy, but I do carry the Hidden Power Grass, and that's going to bring it to a good chunk, which something else can revenge kill it off, so it's not really too big of a deal that my Heatran does not get the rocks up, because he's not really too rock weak, so I'm not really too worried about that aspect. And this is a very weird play. I actually go for the U-turn, giving him switch advantage. It does kill his Swampert, but it gives him switch advantage. But he doesn't get the rocks up, so that's nice, because looking at his team preview, the only thing he has that would have rocks is his Swampert. Otherwise, he's probably banking on me to go for rocks so he can bring in an Espeon, but I don't have anyone for rocks anymore because my Heatran passed away, so that's alright. I'm just going to go into my Gliscor. He's going into Espeon, which kind of thinks that he's got Hidden Power Ice, but I just want to go for Protect and see what he does. He opts to go for a Calm Mind straight off the bat, so that's kind of sucky, so alright, I gotta really figure out this. Maybe I can take a Psychic if he has it. I really doubt it, and just counter back with the Earthquake, but I don't think I will be able to take it, and no, I do not. I pass away right here, so I really have to work my way around this, and he shows me he's got Life Orb, which is very convenient for me, because it doesn't matter what he has. If he's got Hidden Power Ice, I can resist that. Well, not resist it, but I can take it nicely because Scrafty is naturally bulky. And I actually have Zen Headbutt opposed to Crunch because one of my friends built this Scrafty and I wanted to try it out, but I substituted a Crunch for it now instead of Zen Headbutt, just for this reason alone, to take out Espeons and Unicluses. And that was a useless critical hit because it didn't really matter too much, because it would have taken out anyway. I do get the Moxie boost, but then he brings out his Haxorus, which basically tells me that it's Scarfed, so I really want to go into my Dusclops and try to get a burn on it. Actually, no, check that. I actually have Toxic on my Dusclops, and I have Will-O-Wisp on my Jellicent. So I'm really weak to Dark on this team, but I have some things to resist Dark, so that's perfectly fine. And he goes into Scizor, probably predicting the Toxic or Will-O-Wisp, but I'm just going to go straight for the Nightshade, seeing how I can wall pretty much any physical hit, and he's going for the Swords Dance, which I'm not really too worried about, because it looks like a 3 KO with Nightshade here, and let me see for this one, and yes, it will be a 3-8 KO, so I'm just going to stay in here. I know I can live one because I am physically defensive, and I can take out that Scizor this turn. I really wish I had Hidden Power Fire on Dusclops. That really wouldn't help me too much, but that's not the point, because they have terrible special deck. Anyway, he's going to go into his Hydreigon now. Now, this thing really scared me. I was just going to go for the Pain Split because I wasn't expecting anything. I was expecting to die here, and hopefully he would go for Draco Meteor, but he goes for the sub, predicted me nicely to go for the Pain Split, and now he's going to go for the Dragon Pulse, and here's where it comes into play. If he would have had Draco Meteor, that would have taken me out, but he had probably gotten min damage right there, so that's exactly why he didn't take me out. But still, Pokemon's Pokemon, I really have no control over the min-max damage. And he's going to go for a Dragon Pulse here and take me out. And that was a key thing that I got that substitute broken, because now I can go into my Scrafty, and I have Ice Punch on him, so I can get that. Actually, no, I have Drain Punch. I'm going to go for the Drain Punch opposed to Ice Punch since it's Stab, and I get recovery back from it. So that does a really nice chunk to Hydreigon. They're not really defensive at all, and I can get most of my HP back. Unless he's got the Focus Blast, he really can't do a whole lot to me, but he opts to just go for the Dragon Pulse. Either A, doesn't really want to risk the Focus Blast, miss, because that's usually what happens. Like, honestly, how many times you go for Focus Blast when you need it to hit, and it misses. That's probably what he was just going for. And that critical hit definitely didn't matter, seeing how much the Drain Punch did the first time. I get even more HP back, and I get a Moxie boost, but he still got that Haxorus. And I'm thinking it's probably going to have Brick Break, because Espeons like to set up screens during it. And that's kind of annoying, so I'm just going to let Scrafty pretty much die here. I was expecting to die here. I have some ways to defeat this Haxorus anyway. If he was going to go for the Brick Break, Scizor is pretty bulky anyway, so I can probably take that pretty nicely and do it's a 3 KO with Bullet Punch. So I'm faster. That way I have some strategy. And then he's only got Haxorus, and he's got Terrakion left. And Bullet Punch, I've already tested it out. Choice Band of Bullet Punch takes out Terrakion every single time. So it's overkill pretty much. But I do get the Haxorus down to the amount of HP that Bullet Punch will take it out from there. And then I can just wrap this battle up with some Choice Banded Bullet Punch Scizor, which is going to be the match. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this very, very short, overused match. I had it on one of my streams a couple weeks back, and I felt like uploading to the Moshpitbeta. Have a great day, you guys. Thank you all, and have a nice day. Rate, comment, and sub. Bye-bye, guys.